Part 271. I secretly got married to a super boss. Author, Dance Lightly. Chapter 2701. Chapter 2701. This woman is not simple. Seeing the woman he likes marrying another man and making love to another man must make Mr. Gong feel very uncomfortable. As soon as Tanya finished speaking, she felt that the temperature around her instantly cooled down. A gloomy cold air emitted from the body of the extremely handsome man opposite, and his extremely alluring narrow phoenix eyes were also covered with a layer of frost. The eyes are sharp and threatening. The man's narrow phoenix eyes covered with frost had murderous auras surging in them. Mr. Gong, I sincerely want to cooperate with you. Tanya ignored his intimidating aura and still said in a calm tone, now the Mo family and the Gong family have formed a confrontational situation. As far as I know, Mo Yesi also took action against Gong family, causing Gong family to suffer a lot of losses. The Mo family is the only one in Yunqing. No matter how powerful the Gong family is, they are still inferior to the Mo family. Mo Yesi is very ambitious. Since the Mo family and the Gong family have become antagonistic, I am afraid that Mo Yesi will not, the Gong family will be spared. In addition, if the Mo family wants to expand, the first one to get rid of is naturally the Gong family, who competes with the Mo family the most. In the past, you and Mo Yesi still had some brotherhood. Even if he wanted to take action in his heart, there are still some scruples. But now, you are not brothers anymore. I believe that Mo Yesi will not be so generous as to ignore a man who is coveting his wife. What exactly do you want to say? Gong Zili's cold voice was filled with murderous intent. You dare to provoke the Gong family and the Mo family in front of me. Do you know what will happen to you? Mr. Gong should know best whether it is provocation or not. Tanya laughed. Mr. Gong, if we cooperate, the Gong family will have a chance to defeat the Mo family. From now on, the boss of Yunqing will be your Gong family. At that time, whoever Mr. Gong likes can just grab it. If the Mo family becomes the loser of the Gong family, will Mo Yesi still have the ability to compete with you? Is Mr. Gong going to accept his fate like this and let the woman he likes? Will it become a lifelong regret? Tanya said seductively, finding a substitute won't solve any problem. Since Mr. Gong really likes her, then grab her. To be honest, such a beauty is really rare. Don't say you like it. I'm a woman, it's almost exciting. You have a grudge against the Mo family. Who are you? Gong Zili didn't take Tanya seriously at first, but now he finally started to take a serious look at her. He could feel that this woman was not afraid of him. Even though he had just said those threatening words to her, her expression was always calm, and there was no trace of panic or fear in her eyes. Gong Zili quickly realized that this woman was not simple. Being able to say these words to him so calmly, and knowing very well about the affairs of the Gong family and the Mo family, she was obviously well prepared this time. She must have looked into him. Also investigated Mo Yesi. If I say that I have no grudges, would you believe it, Mr. Gong? Yes, I do have some personal grudges with the Mahist family, so I came to you. Mr. Gong, what I want is the decline of the Mahist family, and once the Mahist family declines, your Gong family can not only become the leader of Yunqing, but you can also win a beautiful woman. Our cooperation will be very beneficial to both parties. As long as you are willing to join forces with me, I guarantee that the Mo family will not be our opponent. Why should I believe you, just because of your ability to talk big words? End of this chapter. I secretly got married to a super boss. Author, Dance Lightly. Chapter 2702. Chapter 2702. He is such an arrogant person. Mr. Gong, in order to show my sincerity and to reassure you, I can make an investment with Gong first. Tanya obviously knew that Gong Zili would not believe her easily, and she showed her sincerity. For future cooperation, I will contribute the majority, and Mr. Gong only needs to contribute the remaining small part. This kind of sincerity should be enough. Or does Mr. Gong think, how can I show my sincerity? The conditions she offered were very exciting. It is also very sincere indeed. But Gong Zili still looked indifferent, as if he was not interested in the conditions she offered at all. He said with a cold expression, the Gong family is not short of investment. Miss Tang, there is something you haven't figured out yet. No matter what the relationship between the Gong family and the Mo family is like now, or what the relationship between Mo Yesi and I is like now, it all has to do with you. It doesn't matter. Even if I have to deal with the Mo family, it is my own business. I don't need to join forces with anyone. You have found the wrong person. Tang Yai has always behaved very calmly, always looking calm and calm. Until this moment, the indifferent expression on her face finally showed a crack, and she no longer looked like she didn't care about anything. The expression on her face became a little stiff, and she frowned. Mr. Gong, you might as well think about it again. I don't want your answer right away. Our cooperation is an absolute win-win situation. Mr. Gong doesn't have to reject me so quickly. No need, Gong Zili said expressionlessly. I, Gong Zili, have to do something, and I don't need help from irrelevant people. Miss Tang, 10 minutes have expired, and our conversation is over. Mr. Gong, we. Miss Tang, I don't care what grudges you have with the Mo family, and I don't care what your status is, but remember, Chiao Mian is not someone you can touch. If you dare to touch her, I will never let you go. After Gong Zili finished speaking, he stood up and left. Behind him, Tanya's face darkened little by little. She watched Gong Zili walk out of the coffee shop quickly. She squeezed the silver spoon that stirred the coffee tightly, bit her lip, and the anger in her eyes finally burned uncontrollably. What a Gong Zili! Unexpectedly, he would not be interested in her proposal. Unexpectedly, he turned out to be such an arrogant person. I thought that this was just a simple thing to do. The conditions she offered are superior enough. She thought that Gong Zili would never refuse. As long as Gong Zili agrees to join forces with her, it will be much more useful than when she teamed up with the Shen family to deal with the Mo family. Shenro is just an embroidered pillow. The Shen family's strength is also far inferior to that of the Gong family. Now that Shen's has been acquired by Mo's, she has to find another partner. And Gongshi is undoubtedly the best choice. Her power is not in Yun City. There are many things that even if she wants to do, she cannot do them without strong teammates to cooperate with her. She needs to find a teammate in Yunchinj who is not very different from the Mo family in strength. She had no choice before, so even though she knew that the Shen family was suffering a lot of internal losses, she still chose to cooperate with Shenro. But now, the Gong family and the Mo family are no longer family friends, and Gong Zili and Mo Yesi have even broken off their brotherhood because of a quarrel over a woman. She originally thought this was a good opportunity. End of this chapter. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. I secretly got married to a super boss. Author, Dance Lightly. Chapter 2703. Chapter 2703. MRSMO is simple-minded and easy to manipulate. As long as Gong Zili is willing to cooperate with her, then her chances of winning will be great. She had someone investigate beforehand, and she thought Gong Zili would definitely be tempted by using Chiao Mian as bait. After all, he broke up with Mo Yesi for Chiao Mian, and found a substitute who looked very similar to Chiao Mian by his side, which showed that Chiao Mian was very important to him. With his character, he would definitely not be willing to give up his beloved woman to others. But I didn't expect it. He would actually refuse. She thought it was just a simple matter, but Tanya never thought that she would be rejected. She had always been strategizing and felt that everything was under her control. Now she was full of anger, secretly hating Gongzili for not knowing. Lift. Tanya felt angry and regretful after losing this best choice, but if Gongzili was unwilling to cooperate with her, she could not force him. And given Gongzili's character, Tanya also knew that there would be no room for change in this matter. It seemed that in the end she had no choice but to start with MRSMO. Fortunately, MRSMO is simple-minded and easy to manipulate. Mahist. Damn the Mahists, hateful Mahists. She must make the Mo family pay the price. Asterisk. Chiao Mian originally thought that she would be unaccustomed to a different place at first and would not be able to sleep well, but it turned out that she slept until the alarm clock rang. After a night's rest, she regained her mental state. After getting up and packing herself, she followed Linda and Nana in the car to the place arranged by the crew. First, I reported in the hotel. When Chiao Mian rushed to the scene, many people were already there. She saw many familiar faces. Even though I knew that casting for a big-budget movie like Phoenix Flying must be very picky, and there are many well-known artists who signed up for auditions, I knew that many of the most popular female artists on the front line were playing the female lead, number 3, number 4, or even only 2 or 3. Chiao Mian was still very surprised when she saw the character in the camera. She suddenly realized how lucky she was to be cast as the second female lead. Because the selected female artists all have both strength and fame. At that time, she was still an 18th-tier newcomer. The female lead is Shenfei. The male lead is a veteran and powerful uncle named Sujin, who is in his 40s and has a very good temperament. He looks mature and charming. Chiao Mian saw Shenfei among a group of familiar faces, and stepped forward to greet her. "Sister Fei, good morning. When did you arrive?" "It's Mian. I've just arrived, where are you?" Shenfei heard the voice behind her, turned around and saw her, with a smile on her face. "I just arrived too." Chiao Mian was very happy to see familiar people in the crew. After all, she had to stay in a foreign country for several months, and having an acquaintance with her would make her feel much more at ease. Besides, she and Shenfei have many scenes opposite each other. Shenfei has won the Best Actress award for several times and is an absolute powerhouse. Chiao Mian can learn a lot from her. Shenfei asked her with a smile, "How are you? Are you still used to the climate here? Are you acclimated? I heard that several artists on the crew had diarrhea and vomiting last night, and even ran to the hospital in the middle of the night." "I'm fine, there's nothing I'm not used to." "What about you, Sister Fei?" "I'm fine too. By the way, have you had breakfast?" Chiao Mian shook her head, "Not yet." End of this chapter. I secretly got married to a super boss. Author, Dance Lightly. Chapter 2704. Chapter 2704. Isn't this the second female lead he wants? After signing up soon, let's go have breakfast together. I didn't eat either. Okay. Well, let's go and register first. Asterisk. Chiao Mian thought that after registration was completed, filming would start on the first day. But in fact, we only arranged to take makeup photos of a few main characters on the first day. The character played by Chiao Mian is a stunning beauty, so her appearance is naturally very beautiful. In the script, her character is always dressed in a long red dress, with a black bun, and a red coral headdress in her hair. Whenever she appears on the stage, others will smell her before they see her. The aroma of red manzushawa. When she appeared, her eyes were filled with red. The girl is dressed in a blood-red dress wrapped in snow, with a little red cinnabar on her eyebrows. She is so beautiful that she doesn't look like she is in the human world. She just feels like a fairy from the 9 heavens has fallen into the mortal world. The crew strictly followed the image written by the screenwriter to style Chiao Mian, which completely restored the second female lead in the script. The actors were styled by Li Ping, a well-known stylist who has won several international awards. The film and television dramas in which Li Ping participated were 100% praised in terms of actor styling. After Chiao Mian put on her makeup, changed her clothes, and did her hair, the scene was quiet for a while. She is extremely beautiful. When she is barefaced, she is an impeccable natural beauty. This time she plays the role of a stunning beauty, and the makeup effect is so natural and stunning. The staff behind him were all stunned. They knew that Chiao Mian would definitely look beautiful in this look. But I didn't expect it to be so beautiful. They finally understood what it meant to be able to conquer a city with a beautiful woman's smile, and then conquer a country with her smile again. I also understand why those kings who laughed at Pomeranians in ancient times did those ridiculous things. When beauty reaches its peak, you can do whatever you want. The people on set, as well as the director. At that time, the director decided to cast Chiao Mian as the second female lead, not entirely because he admired Chiao Mian. Although he thought Chiao Mian's acting skills were good at that time, he was actually not very satisfied with Chiao Mian's appearance. Chiao Mian is of course beautiful. But the second female lead in the script is a stunning beauty who is more glamorous. The director feels that Chiao Mian is beautiful, but not glamorous enough. But at that time, the screenwriter was very optimistic about Chiao Mian and felt that Chiao Mian was very suitable to play the second female lead. The script was created by the screenwriter, and the screenwriter also had the right to speak and the qualification to select the person. When she spoke, the director had no choice but to give him face. That's why Chiao Mian was chosen. Although the person was decided, the director was still a little dissatisfied. So after knowing that Chiao Mian had finished styling, the director came over to see the effect. When I saw this, I immediately became very happy. Isn't this the second female lead he wants? Even better than he thought. He didn't expect that Chiao Mian, with her innocent looks, would be so suitable for glamorous makeup. She stopped there, and the words stunning beauty naturally appeared in the minds of everyone who saw her. Director, do you think there's anything wrong? Stylist Li Ping asked when he saw the director standing there, staring straight at Chiao Mian, with no discernible expression on his face. The director had said hello before, and after finishing styling Chiao Mian, he had to inform him that he wanted to come over and take a look. No problem, okay, very good. The director finally withdrew his gaze, turned to Li Ping and said cheerfully, Chiao Mian's look is very good, I'm very satisfied. End of this chapter. I secretly got married to a super boss. Author, Dance Lightly. Chapter 2705. Chapter 2705. It seems that you are very satisfied with her. Master Li is Master Li, and he really wins my heart. The director patted Li Ping on the shoulder and smiled cheerfully. The satisfied expression on his face was like finding gold. Li Ping also smiled, we have worked together so many times, of course I know you. To be honest, you are really good at finding the second female lead. She is really a stunning beauty. This appearance is also one of the best in the entertainment industry. Wait a minute. Hearing what Li Ping said, the director became even more happy. He put a hand on Li Ping's shoulder and said with a proud look on his face, of course, my vision is the same. Let me tell you, she is not only his looks are first rate and his acting skills are also very good. When she first came for the audition, I thought she was just a beauty. Unexpectedly, I was surprised by her acting skills. At that time, I thought her appearance and temperament were too delicate, and I was worried that she wouldn't be able to handle the role. But now it seems that this role really belongs to her. Fortunately, he gave this role to Chiao Mian at that time. No matter how you look at it now, I feel that he has earned it. I think back then, Jiao Mian was still a newcomer when she came to audition. Now, she has become the hottest A-list flower at the moment. Her popularity at that time was far beyond comparison. Now Jiao Mian can already bring a lot of popularity to this movie. It seems that you are very satisfied with her. Li Ping glanced at Jiao Mian and had to admit that this actress was indeed extremely beautiful, so beautiful that even he, who was used to seeing beauties in the entertainment industry, found it quite stunning. She is truly worthy of the title of stunning beauty. She doesn't need any beauty or filters, she is already shockingly beautiful in real life. It's really good, the director said with a pleased expression on his face. As long as you are satisfied. Li Ping raised his wrist and looked at the time, and then said, is there no problem with you? If there is no problem, I will leave first. I have to go and see other people. No problem, you can go and do your work. Okay. After negotiating with Li Ping, the director walked up to Jiao Mian with a smile, and said to a staff member next to him, you can take Jiao Mian to take makeup photos. Asterisk. The final makeup photos of the leading actors were quickly taken. After the repairs were completed that day, the official blog of Phoenix Flying posted the final makeup photos on Weibo. Official blogs are posted one after another. The male lead and the female lead will be released first, and then the second female lead and the second male lead will be released. Wow, my Faye is so charming. Sister Faye's looks so dashing and domineering, like a queen. Brother Jin's appearance is also very good looking, he is full of heroic demeanor. Just looking at the final makeup photos, I know that the quality of this movie must be very high. This costume is super high quality, and it is worthy of being created by Li Ping. The few makeup photos released have won unanimous praise from netizens. Netizens are clamoring that they can't wait to go to the cinema to watch this movie. The second male lead is a popular one who has just become popular and has a lot of fans. The comments section of his makeup photo was also filled with shouts of "Brother, I can do it." After posting the final makeup photo of the second male lead, the official blog posted the final makeup photo of Jiao Mian. When the makeup photo of Jiao Mian wearing a bright red dress standing in a vast field of white snow, holding a long sword and staring in a certain direction with cold eyebrows, was released, it had not been a minute. In time, there have been over 10,000 comments. End of this chapter. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. I secretly got married to a super boss. Author, Dance Lightly. Chapter 2706. Chapter 2706. The second most beautiful woman in history. Holy shit, is this my Mianbeo? This is so beautiful. Oh my god, how can Mianbeo be so beautiful? This makeup photo is so amazing, I can make you cry in the storm. I'm dead, I'm dead, Jiao Mian is too beautiful. I thought Jiao Mian's appearance was only suitable for more fairy-like looks. I didn't expect that she could control such a charming and voluptuous beauty so well. Li Ping is really amazing. He designed it for Jiao Mian. This look is really nice. I heard that the second female lead is a stunning beauty. I made the right choice to choose Jiao Mian to play this role. Her appearance is really good, and her acting skills are pretty good. I feel that her appearance is really super beautiful. Looking at this final makeup photo, people are looking forward to this movie. My Mianbeo is so beautiful, oh my god, how can I be so beautiful? I'm really going to be so beautiful. The comment area was full of netizens who were amazed by Jiao Mian. There were her fans among them, as well as many passers-by. Within a few minutes, this Weibo comment about Jiao Mian had almost reached 100,000 retweets. She even made another wave of hot searches on Weibo with this makeup photo. Beautiful beauty Jiao Mian hashtag. The makeup photo of Jiao Mian's Phoenix Yufei is stunning and beautiful hashtag. Hashtag the most beautiful woman in history. Number 2 Chiao Mian hashtag. Even the screenwriter of Phoenix Flying retweeted Chiao Mian's makeup photo on Weibo. Screenwriter Yue, the second female lead is very good, I am satisfied with it. The screenwriter of Phoenix Flying personally stamped his seal on Chiao Mian, the second female lead, and expressed his satisfaction. Such recognition is undoubtedly a very high compliment. Even some people who want to criticize Chiao Mian are not suitable for the role of the second female lead. There is no way to start now. Even the screenwriter himself said he was satisfied. How else can they be black? Wow, even the screenwriters recognize our Mianbeo is really great. Thank you to the screenwriter for your recognition of my Mianbeo. Mianbeo will definitely work hard to perform this movie well. Looking forward to Phoenix Flying and Mianbeo's new role. Mianbeo is the best, we will always support you. I heard that this screenwriter is very picky. In order to choose the female lead for a previous script, she auditioned more than 100 first-line female artists. For her to publicly express her position like this, it seems that she is really satisfied with Chiao Mian. Asterisk. Chiao Mian is also very satisfied with her new look. So after taking the makeup photo, she took a selfie with her phone before taking off her makeup, and then sent the selfie to Moments. Attached a text, super satisfied with the new look of the movie. If you can't help but want to be narcissistic, just post a selfie and post it. After Chiao Mian posted the selfie, she quickly received dozens of likes and comments. Zanbo, it's stinking beautiful again. By the way, I will be at your place next Monday. I have made an appointment with Sister Faye to have a meal together then. Don't forget that you still owe me a meal. I'm going to the most expensive and delicious restaurant in the area. Nana, where did the ferry descend to earth? It looks so good. Chiao Chen, it looks good, but the beauty is a bit distorted. Sister, I think your photos look pretty good without makeup, but they don't look that good after you have makeup done. Next time, I'd better post something that hasn't been beautified. Zhang Luli, wow, my baby is so beautiful. This look is so good looking, the male idol is drooling just looking at it. Yan Xiaoqing, tisk, 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 my sister-in-law, this is simply unparalleled elegance. End of this chapter. I secretly got married to a super boss. Author, Dance Lightly. Chapter 2707. Chapter 2707 Otherwise, the dog's legs will be broken. Yan Xiaoqing, tisk, 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 my sister-in-law, this is simply unparalleled elegance. The second brother is really lucky to be able to marry a fairy like you. If I were the second brother, I would be so beautiful that I could wake up laughing in my dreams at night. Alas, envy, jealousy, and hatred. Chiao Mian looked at the hundreds of likes and comments that came in a short while, and picked a few familiar people to reply to. She replied to Zanbo, okay, you can choose the place to eat. He replied to Chiao Chen and Zhang Luli again, you are a straight man, how can you talk like this? Just praise the girls for their beauty in all their photos. You don't care whether they are beautiful or not. I love you, Luo baby, and I'm super satisfied with this look. Finally, he replied to Yan Xiaoqing, if you are envious, just find one quickly. Your second brother and I are waiting to drink your wedding wine early. Yan Xiaoqing was probably bored. Chiao Mian had just replied to him. He quickly replied, if I can find a fairy like my sister-in-law, I would also like to get married as soon as possible. But the people around me are all vulgar fans. How about you, sister-in-law, introduce me to one. Chiao Mian knew that Yan Xiaoqing once had a woman he liked. But the woman didn't like him. She despises him for being a who only knows how to eat, drink and have fun, and even more despises his past romantic history. Because of this incident, Yan Shaoqing was still very injured for a while. Of course it seemed to have recovered later. As for whether he still likes that woman, Qiao Mian doesn't know. But no matter whether Yan Shaoqing was pretending to be someone or not, Qiao Mian couldn't possibly introduce him to someone. Don't say anything else. Qiao Mian also felt that Yan Shaoqing's attitude towards feelings was too casual and childlike. How dare she introduce the people around her to him? Qiao Mian replied jokingly, if you can't even look down on the beauties around you, then I won't have anyone suitable here. You'd better tell Mo Yesi about this and let him introduce it to you. Yan Shaoqing replied instantly, would you like your second brother to introduce you to me? Sister-in-law, are you kidding me? The second brother is a special insulator. Besides you, are there any other females around him? If I relied on him, I would have to remain a bachelor for the rest of my life. As soon as Yan Shaoqing's reply comment was posted, Qiao Mian saw Mo Yesi replying to him, then you can be a bachelor for the rest of your life. I think it suits you to live alone for the rest of your life. Yan Shaoqing protested, second brother, how can you say that? You can't ignore your brother's happiness just because you have a sister-in-law. Mo Yesi, still want to find someone like your sister-in-law? It won't happen in my dreams, and it won't happen in the next life. I think it's better for you to be a bachelor for the rest of your life. Yan Shaoqing, damn it, this is too cruel. Mo Yesi, how dare you think about it, sister-in-law? Don't let me see you again, or I'll break the dog's legs. Qiao Mian watched the conversation between the two and couldn't help laughing. The next second, Mo Yesi called. She answered with a smile, why are you and Shaoqing quarreling again? You are so old, why are you still acting like children? I didn't quarrel with him, I was just educating him. Mo Yesi seemed to be laughing too, and a low laugh came from the phone, as if he was talking into Qiao Mian's ear. He is also getting more courageous. I'm old enough to dare to find a wife like you. This jealous person is probably jealous again. Qiao Mian said amusedly, it's not that you don't understand Shaoqing, he just has a poor mouth. Why are you always arguing with him about this? You can't miss my wife even if you have a poor mouth. End of this chapter. I secretly got married to a super boss. Author, Dance Lightly. Chapter 2708. Chapter 2708 made her feel a little uncomfortable for no reason. Qiao Mian. All right. He said it was Xiao Xiang, so it must be Xiao Xiang. I don't even bother to argue with him. Are you off work? Qiao Mian changed the subject. Not yet, I have a meeting soon, and I'll get off work after the meeting. Oh, Qiao Mian thought for a while and then asked, have you ever gone to see Yu at brother's house these days? I'm going to go there soon after get off work. My eldest brother called me early in the morning and asked me to go to his place for dinner in the evening. Oh, that's great. I really want to see Luo and Yu. I miss them so much. I miss them so much, but have you ever thought about me? There seemed to be a hint of dissatisfaction in the man's deep voice. You haven't even said that you have thought about me. In your heart, where does my husband rank? Qiao Mian. Mo Yesi, it's okay if you and Luo are jealous. You won't be jealous of Yu, right? She is a baby who is not yet 1 month old. If you are jealous of a baby, others will definitely laugh at you. Well, so you have admitted that in your heart, I am not as important as a baby. Please don't be so unreasonable. Then do you miss me? I've thought about it. Qiao Mian dared to say that she hadn't thought about it. She immediately coaxed, I dreamed about you last night. I dreamed that you came to Y City to visit me. Did you dream about me last night? The man's voice rose slightly, with a faint smile, are you serious? Of course it's true. Well, since you want me to come over and see you so much, then I'll make time to come over and see you another day. Aren't you very busy? Yesi, don't get me wrong. I'm not hinting at anything. Hearing him saying that he wanted to come over, Chiao Mian quickly stopped him and said, when will you be free? You have nothing to do, come and see me again. She couldn't bear to let him run between different places like before. Even if he wasn't afraid of being tired, she wouldn't want him to be tired again. And once the filming of the movie officially starts, she will be very busy in the early stage. I am very busy, but if my baby wants to see me, I will make time no matter how busy I am. Then I can't bear to let you work too hard and be too tired. Seriously, let's wait until you are free before talking about this matter. I know you are very busy during this period, so you should just keep busy with your business. Well, then I'll go see you when I'm free. The two chatted for a while, and Chiao Mian heard Wei Zheng calling Mo Yesi to a meeting. Baby, I have to go to a meeting, I'll call you when I get back. Okay, go and do your work. Chiao Mian didn't stick to him and hung up the phone first. After ending the call with Mo Yesi, she clicked on WeChat again. Then see the latest unread messages, which show more than 50 messages. Being obsessive compulsive, she clicked on it, and comments and likes popped up quickly. They are all people who have worked together before and then added WeChat. Chiao Mian does not have a very good relationship with them, but usually everyone will like and comment like this. Among them, Chiao Mian also saw that the person who added her on WeChat last night also liked and commented on her. Z, it looks very good. I can post more selfies in the future. Chiao Mian. This man's comments made her feel a little uncomfortable for no reason. They are not unfamiliar at all. She didn't even know who he was. End of this chapter. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. I secretly got married to a super boss. Author, Dance Lightly. Chapter 2709. Chapter 2709. A very strict person. But the tone of his comment made Chiao Mian feel as if they knew each other. Not only did they know each other, but they also had a very familiar relationship. A person who just added WeChat last night, and she doesn't even know what the other person's name is, tells her to post more selfies in the future? It's not that Chiao Mian is too sensitive and narcissistic. But she really thinks this Z is a bit weird. Last night, she felt that this person was a bit strange. Such a strange feeling has appeared again now. Chiao Mian stared at this comment for a while, and finally ignored the person, directly ignoring his likes and comments. Asterisk. After taking the final makeup photos, the official shooting started the next day. Chiao Mian is the second female lead, and she is also a second female lead with a very important role, so she plays a lot of roles in the play. She not only has a lot of scenes opposite the female protagonist, but also has a lot of scenes opposite the male protagonist. The male protagonist Sujin is the kind of person who looks very serious and strict. In the circle, he is also famous for his bad temper. Many actresses who have worked with her were interviewed by reporters afterwards and asked about their feelings towards Sujin. They all said that when they first came into contact with Sujin, they were all scared. When they saw Sujin, they felt like they were seeing their former dean. Sujin's character is really like that of a dean. For an actress who is filming opposite him, if there is something about the actress that makes him dissatisfied, he will not be tactful at all. He will directly and seriously point out what the other party did not do well. If the other party makes him dissatisfied many times, he will even get angry in person. It doesn't matter whether the other person is a man or a woman. No matter whether the other person is a junior or at the same level as him, he treats them equally. Hence, all the artists who have collaborated with him express their fear of collaborating with him a second time. Because it was too much pressure to play opposite him. He will be worried that if he does something slightly wrong, he will be dissatisfied. but everyone admires and appreciates Soo-jin's character and acting skills. Soo-jin is a little more serious and has higher requirements for the actors he works with, but he is also a senior who deserves to be admired and learned from. You can learn a lot from him. He will openly share his many years of experience and insights with others, and is also willing to give advice. For the juniors he admires, he can't wait to pass on all the insights he has gained in acting to them. Whenever there is an opportunity, he will be very willing to support them. At this point, he and Shin Han are quite similar. The first scene is between Shenfei and Soo-jin. One is a movie queen, the other is a movie king, and both are absolutely powerful actors. When these two play opposite each other, no one loses, and all the scenes are done in one shot. The director was so satisfied that he smiled so hard that his eyes narrowed to slits, and he kept clapping his hands and saying, "Okay, you guys handled that scene very well just now. As expected, you are the ones who have won the Best Actor award for several times. Look at you, it's really fun to play opposite." Soo-jin has always been strict and demanding, but he was also very satisfied with Shenfei's acting skills. After listening to the director's words, he nodded and acknowledged, "Well, Shenfei's acting skills are indeed very good. I have worked with her several times. Yeah, it's the easiest to play opposite her." End of this chapter. I secretly got married to a super boss. Author, Dance Lightly. Chapter 2710. Chapter 2710. He might scold you in front of you. Shenfei smiled charmingly. Best Actor Soo is a rare complimenter. To get a compliment from you, this is something that makes me happier than anything else. Soo-jin turned his head to look at her. Although he still had a serious face and looked serious, his eyes were soft. "Well done, of course I want to praise you. Your acting skills have improved even more than 2 years ago. Quite a few. Now you can tell what I want to express with just one look from me." "Really?" Shenfei rolled her eyes. "If the actor Soo continues to boast like this, I will be proud." "You can be proud." Soo-jin's mouth was harsh to everyone, but he was extremely friendly to Shenfei. "You have the capital to be proud." Okay, Shenfei smiled and made a sign to stop. "Soo, Best Actor, please don't praise me anymore. I can't stand praise. If you praise me in a while, I will be in high spirits, maybe the performance will be bad next time. When the time comes, you will have to scold me again. I don't want to be scolded by you." Soo-jin was stunned for a moment. He opened his mouth and wanted to say something, but saw Shenfei turned around and walked towards the director. "She went to watch the replay just now." Soo-jin looked at her graceful back and swallowed back the words that came to his lips. He stood there for a few seconds, then turned around and went to the director to watch the playback. Asterisk. The second scene is in the afternoon. Chiao Mian and Soo-jin and Shenfei each have one opposite scene. During lunch, Linda specially asked her, Mian, do you have a scene opposite Soo-jin this afternoon? I heard that he is very harsh on the actors who play opposite him, and few people can satisfy him in one go. If he feels that you are not performing well and wasting his time too many times, he may scold you in person. His character is like this, and many actresses have been scolded and cried by him. So if he scolds you or something, don't argue with him. Just treat him as menopausal and unable to control his temper. Bar. The reason Linda made such a special explanation was because she was afraid that Chiao Mian wouldn't be able to stand Soo-jin's temper. What if I have a quarrel with Soo-jin? Although she felt it was impossible for Chiao Mian to do this, she still felt reassured by explaining it. The negative news about Chiao Mian has just subsided not long ago. The more popular she is now, the more people are watching her secretly. As long as she makes the slightest mistake, those black men can use it to make a big fuss. Sisters, yeah, don't worry. I also know what Senior Soo is like. In fact, I hope he can be harsher on me. Jiao Mian knew that Linda was worried about conflicts between her and Sujin, so she specifically told her these words. But Linda is definitely worrying too much. Others may be afraid of playing opposite Sujin. But Jiao Mian was not afraid at all. She was even looking forward to the afternoon scene. She wanted to know what Sujin thought of her acting skills. For her, as long as she can get comments from Sujin, even if they criticize her, she thinks it is valuable advice. Only with criticism can there be progress. You want him to be harsher on you, Linda thought she heard wrongly. Yes, Jiao Mian nodded. Although he is harsh, he is not only harsh on others, he is also very harsh on himself. With such a person, you can definitely learn a lot of useful things by acting opposite him, and you can also learn a lot from him. He knows where he falls short. End of this chapter.